I know it's been a few weeks since I put a video out, but I went through this Halloween depression. I go through this every year. It's like, I'm so excited about Halloween and I have so many ideas with videos and such. I just get so caught up into it, and then when after it's over with, it's like, what do I do now? So, I hope you enjoy this. I really thought this out a lot. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, because I'm trying to reach my goal by the end of this year, so we haven't got much time left. And stay tuned here, and I hope you enjoy the video. I don't know about you, but I love setting the atmosphere for the holidays, especially when I'm decorating. It gets me in the mood. I usually get a fire going. It's cold enough outside for that now. And then I usually will take some slices of oranges, cinnamon sticks, some nutmeg, anise, cloves, things like that, and put it in that teapot, get it boiling, and it just permeates the house and smells so wonderful. And it's also wonderful to snuggle next to. Okay, we're just going to jump right in. I am in my kitchen right now, and I have a very small house. It did not come with a kitchen island, so I had one made. I had a large antique frame from turn of the century, and I basically just had that turned into a makeshift kitchen island. So I do decorate it every season, and right now we're doing Christmas. I have an old cake stand. It's silver, and we're using that as our centerpiece. And it's embossed all the way around with the little feet. It has a very elegant look to it, and I always like to mix rustic with elegance. I don't know why, but it seems to work. I have different elements that I use, and generally the majority of the stuff that I do use is things that I have thrifted, whether it be at Goodwill, an antique store, or a flea market. You always find the best items and always find them at the best prices. Oh, and I forgot about yard sales. Those are good too. I have deer antler and the pine cones, which add the natural element. Then I have ornaments that are kind of like stars, kind of like snowflakes, my glittery Santa Claus, and a bottle brush tree sitting inside of a silver teacup and saucer. The mercury glass container with the faux pine tree used to have a lid to it, or does have a lid to it. I took the lid off, just used it as a planter, stuck the tree in there with some battery-operated lights. Now we are in another room. We're decorating my fireplace mantle, which is actually just a mantle. I don't have an actual fireplace, but it's usually a focal point of all of my decorating I do for different seasons. As you well know, if you've been here a while, you've seen it redecorated many, many times. Our next project, we're going to be working with an old toolbox that I found at a flea market. It looks like someone has actually made this themselves, and I love items that show the wear of the previous owner. And it's big and bulky. I've got a bunch of like old books and that in the bottom of it to kind of prop things up so they stick out of the toolbox. But you can use this anywhere. You could sit it on the floor next to your tree, on a table in your entryway. Um, there's lots of possibilities. But I've got two faux trees in here. A larger one is placed towards the back, smaller one towards the front, and I have the battery operated lights kind of twined in there with some little star ornaments, pine cones again, and some star ornaments. The little stocking I found thrifting also. Someone really did an excellent job on. It has lace and little jewels, and then my paper mache snow woman. And I have a mercury glass beads. They're not real. I think these are newer, but I've got them kind of draped and hanging out of the front. I think that adds a little bit of extra to the display by doing that, having it kind of spilling from the container. The gold starburst mirror is a beautiful piece, and I love it because it reflects the light. Fruit baskets are a thing for this time of the year, and all I had on hand was pears and oranges. But I like to use a shallow silver container, and I take clippings from my tree, place it on the bottom, and it dresses it up really nicely, and it also smells wonderful, and it gives so much more of a beautiful presentation, I think. I love the poinsettia that I found. It's almost a hot pink color with the light pink centers, and the old world Santas are my favorite. In my spare time, I've been making Christmas ornaments for my tree. I made some rosettes out of some paper and some die cuts and tinsel. Then I found these picture frames that were meant to hang on the tree, but I used die cuts instead, and some dark, almost burgundy velvet ribbon I tied at the tops. And I've also been experimenting with my dolls. I did some more. This one is a reindeer, and the others that I showed you in a previous video, I did not paint the faces, so I experimented with painting the face on one of them, and it turned out really well. On to the baked goods. You know we have to have something fattening to eat because 'tis the season to pack on a few pounds, right? These are fabulously wonderful, tasty, soft chocolate chip cookies. You can add nuts to it if you'd like, but my kids prefer just the chocolate chips. So if you need to, I put all the instructions on the screen. You can go back and pause and write them down or do it with me. But it's deeply satisfying. This part isn't deeply satisfying, but the eating part is deeply satisfying. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and whether you take something away from it or not, maybe you got a little bit of peace and solitude in your life for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. But I do appreciate you being here, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you know of anybody that enjoys this type of content, please don't hesitate to, share. And also check me out on social media. There's always a link in the description of every video. And I hope you have a fabulous week. Not sure what my next video is going to be, but, you know, we'll find out together. So, till next time, guys. See you later.